Good morning. Leave it to Austin to pick the coldest day of the year to get baptized. Welcome here, everybody. Wonderful to have all of you here. A couple weeks ago, Austin and I were chatting, and he said it's time for me to declare my faith publicly. And so we have gathered in part to worship the Lord together as we usually do, but also in part to also bear witness to Austin's public declaration of his faith. And so we are going to listen to his testimony, and then right after his testimony, his uncle Ken will come to the platform and give a word of encouragement to Austin just before his baptism.
One second. I grew up in a Christian household and became a Christian at a young age. Throughout my childhood, surrounded by many folks here in our church, I learned and developed in my understanding of what that meant. After high school, I spent a year in Nipawin Bible College to further develop and cement my beliefs before diving into post-secondary studies. As I grew into adulthood, those foundational beliefs always helped pull me back in line when I would make poor choices. As I finished my time in post-secondary, I was learning to rely on God's grace and planning more and more. As that reliance has increased, so has my peace in life's challenges. These days, as I enthusiastically embrace life, I have complete confidence and peace in my salvation. There is no fear of death, as that has already been conquered. Along with Jackie, we continue to work diligently at creating a faith-centered household and to raise our kids to see the same grace and blessing in every day that the two of us, Jackie and I, already do. It should come as no surprise that a verse from quizzing that touches on the concepts of speed, surprise, and violence of action has always stood out for me. 1 Corinthians 9:26 and 27. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize.
Thank you, Austin. Uncle Ken.
So I found out about 15 minutes ago that I was going to give a word of encouragement this morning. I'm pretty sure that was on purpose because I've known Austin for a long time and there's quite a few stories I could tell you. And I also understand now why I didn't get invited to Lisa's baptism. But in all seriousness, this is a very special day. And Austin, you are quite a man. There's a lot I see in you that causes me to be proud of the man that you are. And it's not just because you and I are quite a bit alike in some ways. It's because I've enjoyed when you used to come as a little boy and stay at our place for a week or two in the summer and hang out with Jared. I saw this busy little guy who had a pretty good brain between his ears and tons of energy to go with it. And I thought, Lord, he's either going to do a lot of good stuff for you or he's going to jail. So you proved yourself to be someone who has a good head on your shoulders. I often think back to how you started out in life thinking maybe you would become a doctor, and you went off to school and began that, and it didn't take you very long to not only realize that you didn't want to do that, but also to come to the realization that you were then going to shut that door and pursue something different. And that's a trait that will always stand you well. When you realize that you're going down the wrong path that God has for you, you have the guts to shut the door and go the other direction. And we all take the wrong trail sometimes, but I know in my life, I'm often too stubborn to realize I'm on the wrong trail, and I just put my head down and I keep going when I should have turned around. So that will stand you well. And you know, I came in and I stayed at your mom's last night, your mom and dad's, and one of the things I appreciated about it was I got to see your kids in a way that I don't always see them, because they were in their own element. They're happy at grandma and grandpa's, and there's not 100 other kids there to play with. And so I got to interact with them more than I usually do. And I was very blessed by the young people that you are raising in your home. And it caused me to think of a favorite passage of scripture that I want to leave you with this morning. It comes from Psalms 128. And I just want to caution you to be careful how you pray this chapter, because when I first began to pray this, I was the proud father of 3 sons, and shortly thereafter, Carla got pregnant with twins, and now I've got 7 sons. So take it with a word of salt. Anyways, the word says in Psalm 128, it says, "Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord and who walks in his ways. You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. You shall be blessed, and it shall be well with you. Your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house. Your children will be like olive shoots around your table. Behold, thus shall the man be blessed who fears the Lord. The Lord bless you from Zion, and may you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life. May you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel." So I just want to leave you with that this morning, Austin, that you've started well, and I'm praying for you to finish well.
Thank you so much.